Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Commerce Shining Star. I am Ankit Sharma and today I will deliver a lecture on financial statement and their interrelation. This topic is very important according to accounts point of view. We will take some real life examples and some crux to remember this very easily. So let's begin the lecture. So what would we cover in this lecture? Let me tell you that. See, we cover the meaning of financial statement. After that, why it is needed, why we need financial statement, that is covered in objective and its features. After that, we can cover the financial statements main part. These are profit and loss, statement of profit and loss account, balance sheet, cash flow statement. After that, we can compare all these three, and at last we get the connection between them. After getting the comparison and the connection, we are easy to understand its conclusion. Okay. So let's begin the topic. Whenever we are discussing about the financial statement, the first question arises in our mind, what is financial statement, right? So to understand the meaning of financial statement, first of all, we have to understand the meaning of finance. Do you know what is the meaning of finance? Let me tell you. Finance is related to money. Something is related to money is called as finance, right? So as we need blood in our body to circulate, to live our life, same here, a company needs finance to survive in the market, right? I think you understand the point. Blood is equal to finance and finance is equal to blood, because as human body needs blood to live, as same as a company need finance to survive. Got it? So now the question arises, what is financial statement then? So you can understand it by the real life example. See, for checking our blood, what we do? We are using BP machine, right? That is called blood pressure machine. So blood pressure machine shows us the how our blood circulate in our body, right? Same here in accounts, in the organization, financial statements is also called as the BP machine of the finance. Why? Because as blood pressure machine shows the circulation of blood in our body, same as financial statement shows the profitability of the organization, shows the circulation of money, circulation of finance. Okay, got that point? I hope you got that point. Let's continue. See, financial statements are those statements which provide information about the profitability of the company. As I said, financial statement is BP machine of the company. Why? Because it shows the circulation of money. How can we show the circulation of money? We can understand it by the profitability. Okay, how can we understand is company earning profit or not? So for this we have to prepare what? Income statement. That is called statement of profit and loss. Got that point? Another point, it informs about financial position also. The financial statement also provides us the financial position of the business. How can we do the financial position of the business? How can we know the financial position of the business? So for that, the company need to make a balance sheet. Got it? Good. Another step is, that is last point, we can say financial statement is the last step of any account process. Because whenever a transaction happen, after that you record the transaction in books, at last you compare it with another statement. After that you got to know that your company earn profit or not, your company has a good financial position or not, right? Okay, good. So see the next point. See, as per the accounting section 2013 of Companies Act, financial statements were further divided in three categories. These are income statement, or we can say statement of profit and loss, and another is balance sheet, and the last one is cash flow statement. There is a fourth point also, that is related to equity, but it is also applicable only those category where the change in equity is also measured. Okay, so let's come to the next point. So now the question arises, you understand the meaning of financial management, financial accounts. Okay, now you understand the meaning of financial statement. The another question arises in your mind, why we need the financial statements? Why? So the answer of why is it's an objective. If you see the objective, you can understand why we need. Okay. First of all, the financial statement provides us the information regarding financial performance of the business. You can see I highlighted this by giving an underline that it is helpful to understand a true and fair value picture of financial performance and financial position. So the question is arise here, do you know the difference between financial performance and financial position? Let me tell you. See, we are discussing about the financial performance first. Okay, see, when you are doing your accounts on the interval period to check the performance, for example, you can make profit and loss account in January, and then you can make it in March, then you can make it in October, and then December. So this process is on interval process, right? You check your profit in January, after that in March, then October, then December. This is in the further intervals over a specific period of time. So if we see the profit in January is 1 lakh, okay, and in the March the profit will be 2 lakh, and on October we see it at 5 lakh, and when we go to the December we got it 7 lakh. So what should this represent the status? See, this statement refers the status of the company, and the status is that our company's performance is improving day by day. How can we say that? We can say that by the checking our financial performance. In January we earned 1 lakh profit, in March we earned 2 lakh profit, in October the profit will be 5 lakh, and in December we earn 7 lakh. So it will show that our company earns more and more and more in profit after the period of time, over a specific period of time. Got it? This is called a financial performance. So our financial performance is good as the turnover of the company is increasing day by day. Got that point? Very good. Let's tell you about second point. Another point is financial position. Okay, what is financial position? Financial position is the position which help us to forecast the thing for the organization. Okay, there is a little difference between financial performance and position. See, for understanding the financial position of a business, we need to make balance sheet, right? For understand the financial performance, we need profit and loss account. Got it? So as we said earlier that profit and loss account will be made over a period of time on some particular intervals, correct? But when we discussing about the balance sheet, there are two types of balance sheet, that is opening balance sheet and the closing balance sheet. If we have opening balance sheet, we know the past of the company, right? And if we have the at end balance sheet, it shows the performance and position in particular year. For example, in 2015 we have earned good profit, okay, but to check our financial position we need to make balance sheet at the end of the year. As you know, balance sheet is always created at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year. So we need balance sheet at the end of year to check our financial status, or we can say financial position. Got that point? In short, we can say to check our financial performance, we need profit and loss account, which will be prepared on regular intervals. First point. Second point, to understand the financial position, we need balance sheet, which is created at the end of the year. So if your accounts show good balance sheet at the end of the year, your company has a good financial position. As you know the formula, assets is equal to liability plus capital, right? If your company shows asset is equal to liability and capital at the end of year is good, so it means you have a good financial position. I hope you understand the point right now. Okay, so let us come to the next point. Now now next question is arising, what should be the features of this financial statements, right? So these are the features. First of all, that as it is on past period, so it is called as historical document, right? As it's related to finance, it is in terms of money, right? And then second last point is it shows the profitability through statement of profit and loss as we discussed, and it shows the financial position through the balance sheet. Got it? All the point may be clear here. So let's go further for understanding the difference and connection between all things. Okay, see, the next point is what are the basic necessary parts of the financial statement. As you know, there are three types of parts. These are statement of profit and loss, okay, balance sheet, and the cash flow statement. We have another name of these, statement of profit and loss, also known as statement of comprehensive income. Same as balance sheet is also known as statement of financial position. Another point is cash flow statement is also known as statement of cash flow. Right? You understand the difference and you understand the main points. What are the main parts of financial statement? Now we are going to the next point. Before we going to next point, I want to say something to you. For cash flow statement, there is a special resolution. See what is the what should be the special resolution, and that is if you have a small company which turnover is less than 50 crore. First point, if your company is dormant company as those company which are doing some business in future, not present. And if you are one person company, or we can say section 8 of Companies Act 2013, if you have any of three kind of business or a company, you are exempted from preparing cash flow statement. Right? This is very important point for UGC net purpose. For example, if in the exam we got the question which of the following does not need to make cash flow statement in financial statement, so the answer will be either small companies or dormant companies or one person companies. Got it? Okay, let's come to the next point. So as we understand the meaning of all three, as we understand the difference between all three, now we have to understand brief difference. As I think difference or comparison is the point which make you understand any topic very easily. So that's why I create a brief difference that will clear the picture in your mind. What is statement of profit and loss, what is balance sheet, and what is cash flow statement. You all understand these points by getting these difference correct. So let's begin the brief difference. After understanding the difference, you are able to understand all these three things clearly in your mind. So let's start. For the statement of profit and loss, it always shows change in our net asset. What is the change in our net asset? It will be shown by statement of profit and loss. Okay. Balance sheet. Balance sheet is kind of a snapshot of assets, liability, and capital. Snapshot means you can get the clear picture of your assets, your liabilities, and your capital after completing your balance sheet. Clear? Next point is cash flow statement. As the point says cash flow statement, so the point says cash flow statement is always show the movement in cash only. The inflow of cash, the outflow of cash. There is no credit based system in cash flow statement. All the things related to cash comes under it. Okay, that is why it is called as movement in cash. Got it? Okay, let's come to the next point. As I said earlier, profit and loss help us to understand the financial performance of the business. Okay, and balance sheet help us to understand the financial position of the business. And the third one, cash flow statement provides us the summary of cash. How much cash we need, how much cash we invested, all these details are given by cash flow statement. Got that point? Good. So, next point is, as we said earlier, there is a profit and loss account after some interval. So, we can say it over a specific period of time. Okay. Next point, balance sheet. As we said, balance sheet is at the end of the year, so at a given period of time. And cash flow statement is same as statement of profit and loss. It will also show over a specific period of time. Clear? Okay, good. Let's go to the next point. I hope you understand all the things easily, because it helps us to understand the topic when we got difference and when we got the relation. Now come to the point of the relation. How can they are connected to each other? Okay. See, as we know, profit and loss show the net profit. So this net profit will be added in the balance sheet liability side. You know that the net profit or net loss we get after getting the statement of profit and loss, the profit will be added in the capital account. If we have loss, then we will deduct it from the capital account. So this point is related to this. Got it? That a balance sheet needed net profit for adding in capital, or need net loss to subtracting in from capital, and we get net profit or net loss detail from statement of profit and loss. Clear? Next point about cash flow statement. See, cash flow statement gives us the exact value of cash. Okay, so this cash will be added on the asset side. If the cash of the company increases, it will added on the asset side. If the cash of the company decreases, it will deducted from the balance sheet. Got it? So these are interconnected. In short, I can say statement of profit and loss show the net profit or net loss, which will be added in the balance sheet in the capital side, either plus or minus, because it depends on the net profit and net loss. Same with the cash flow statement. After getting the cash flow statement, we know the cash of the company. If it will increases, then we add it in the assets. If we got decrease in decrease in cash, it will be definitely deducted from the cash in the balance sheet. Clear? Okay, the first point, as I said, that is accrual basis, accrual principal and cash principal. You know the difference? I will tell you the difference. Based on accrual principal, because it depends on both terms. Either it is cash or it is not cash. All the transactions recorded in the profit and loss account. Okay, and same as in balance sheet. Either it is cash or not in cash, that like debtors and creditors. Debtors and creditors not giving the payment in cash. Okay, we can wait for the payment. If we have debtors, we have to wait for the payment from them. If we have creditors, we have to pay them after some time. So these all things are accrual basis. This comes under statement of profit and loss and balance sheet. When we discussing about cash flow statement, it's only dealing with cash, and that's why it is on cash principle. Got it? Good. So here all in the lecture, you can understand after this lecture that the meaning of financial statement, meaning of balance sheet, meaning of profit and loss, and the difference between them and their interconnection. Now the time for conclusion. We conclude the lecture. After getting all these things, we can understand the difference and understand the connection. Okay, so as the point is highlighted here, all the terms, all the parts of the financial management are interdependent. Why it is interdependent? As we see in the interrelation, the profit and loss will transfer to liability side on the balance sheet. Same as the cash flow statement, cash is transferred to asset side. So they are interconnected. You can also take an example of depreciation. Depreciation is in profit and loss statement, and it will also reflect on cash flow statement, and it will also reflect in balance sheet. You know? Yes. So these all terms are interconnected, because without each other there is nothing. Okay, as we said, when we are going to eat something, so we need some type of chapati with some kind of vegetables. So same as vegetable and chapati is necessary to each other. Same point, assets, liabilities, capital, in short balance sheet is also important and need the profit and loss statement and the statement of cash flow statement. Good? Okay. I hope you got the point and you understand all the concept easily. Hope you like the video. Please like and subscribe and share the video with your friends to understand the topic. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.